Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is the show where we talk about NXT and AEW. It was a week in wrestling for the most part. I don't know. How do you feel about these two shows this week, Quan?
I think NXT had two really strong matches. I think AEW this week was a one-match show, which we expected.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't say either show was bad or anything like that. So it was a fine week. I think both shows have a strong card next week as well. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this week was cool. It was cool.
AEW has a very strong card next week, which I was like very puzzled about. But
yeah, because they got a pay-per-view coming up and what.
Yeah. I thought they would be saving it for the pay-per-view, but that's neither here nor there. Shit, man. How you been? How's life, man? I skipped that part.
Hey, man. Ain't much been going on. Let's go with you, man.
Well, as far as answering the previous question, I miss NXT this week because I was outside playing.
You was outside.
I was outside playing kickball, and my body is like insanely sore. very unathletic. So like my body is fucking killing me, dog.
You hurting right now?
Yeah, I'm really hurting right now, and this just tells me that I need to get in shape because this is ridiculous. I should not be feeling this bad after playing like 2 games of kickball.
That'll do it to you, bro. Low key. You know what I mean? The older you get, I keep telling people, I be telling my daughter that, like, yo, she's like, you're not even that old. I'm like, it don't matter.
Running hurts.
It hurts. My shins hurt.
Yeah. So, and I got to go to work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's about it. And we could get into the trenches now. Let's see. So I don't know who just decided to just lie outright, just like hit up a journalist and just lie. But Tessa Blanchard and Daga, I'm not familiar with who he is, but they're not in talks with AEW. So who the hell was just like, hey man, I got some word on the streets, and then just like straight up lied.
You know who's doing this?
Like, you want to give me some insight? Well, who is it? You think it's part of the camp?
Team Tessa, and I guess Daga by proxy. They've been trying every 6 months. They put out little feelers to see what you know. I mean, what
how the streets feel it?
Yeah, how the streets feel. And it's the same thing every single time. They keep trying to do this with NXT. Look, you know how trash you got to be. Even NXT won't even look at you. We got potential pedophiles on that show, and they were like, "Nah, we good on Tessa, bro."
And I think another thing that's wild is that, like, all right, so it might be Team Tessa, right? And they're just like, all right, how do we make it feel realer? Let's throw in Daga in there. Yeah. That makes sense. Like, what's his contract status like? So they're not in talks, and I think we can stop this for the most part. I thought it was very funny that the report came out, and everybody was just like, just like, why, But somebody just came out there and lied. But
I'm so tired of this, bro. I'm like, yeah. You know what made it worse too? Is that, like, I forgot who even reported it, but they were like, oh, the plan is to do some kind of, like, redemption story.
Oh Lord.
On top of it, I'm like, come on, bro.
Okay, but you can't do a redemption story because then you have to acknowledge that she is racist.
And she never really apologized for it.
Exactly. So to do the redemption arc, you have to acknowledge that what you did was wrong. And I don't think there's any coming back from that, because you straight up just told the black woman that you like spat on, or got very disrespectful with that. Like, that didn't happen, and then you're gonna try to bring it back. Like,
yeah,
it's not gonna work like that.
On top of that too, like, that would just kind of kill AEW's credibility. I'm not gonna let that go. How they were talking about inclusivity and everyone's accepted in AEW. You can't.
And
You can't be.
they truly followed up on none of that.
Yeah.
And
So I'm
then
gonna keep harping on it every time. Like you can't be out hiring racists and I don't know, man.
it is shaky, but
That's out of here.
yeah, but a lot of the news segments are AEW heavy this week because it is very rare when that happens, and there was like nothing on NXT this week. So there's no more Chelsea Green updates. You feel me? So AEW Double or Nothing on May 30th will be full capacity. And I know there has been a true like power struggle between AEW and WWE on who's gonna have the first like pack show first, because a couple weeks ago we reported that AEW wanted to be like full time on the road around July, and then WWE was like, well, we're gonna try to do SummerSlam, or we're gonna try to have full capacity at SummerSlam, and then now AEW, earlier this week or today actually, they decided that no, fuck it, Double or Nothing, full capacity. Like they are really fighting to be the first full capacity show, and I don't think this is something that we should truly be fighting for.
Yeah, I got to give credit to WWE for having some restraint for a change. Yeah. I am amazed that they haven't gone full crowd yet. Like amazed.
I was like fully expecting that like after Mania, fuck it, get or like they were gonna like be at the Ram James Stadium like for Raw or something.
Yeah, for that week. That would have been cool.
Because don't they do that where they have like Raw and SmackDown in the building that they're gonna have Mania in? Like that happens, right?
They haven't done that in a long time.
Oh well, they could have done it.
Not since the arena shows. I think the last time they did that was Chicago. And that was what, 24, not 20, I don't know, 22.
Yeah. Well, I'm just speaking because of like other like pay-per-views. Like I remember going to War Games, NXT, War Games, SmackDown, no, War Games, Survivor Series, and Raw all in like the same building.
Okay, yeah, that's what you. I'm thinking like WrestleMania, but yeah, for
sorry,
they'll do the same arena 4 straight days. That's true. I will say this though. Did you watch the UFC? I don't even know if you watch it. Did you watch the UFC card?
I don't.
I figured, but they had a full crowd capacity. I will say,
I saw that.
It
very spooky.
It was spooky. It sounded nice though, but yeah, they was bugging down there. That was indoors. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I see mask.
They don't give a shit.
One mask in there.
So yeah, hey man, just be safe with it at the most part. Like I know WWE isn't gonna like care, or like AEW isn't gonna care, but at least take care of yourself and like keep other people safe in that. Because we've seen the crowd shots from NXT and AEW of people like pulling the mask down or all that other stuff. I definitely think with a full capacity crowd, like you motherfuckers should like really be like protecting yourselves. Like,
at least he's outside.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Could have been worse.
And then Jericho, the MVP of this week. This is a lot of newsworthy stuff, but I think the first thing I want to start out with was him shitting on Impact, and I don't think that was an angle, brother.
I don't think so. I mean, our roster is jam packed as it is, and I think our involvement with Impact has been pretty much what it should be. I'm not saying this in an egotistical way, but AW is at a completely different level than Impact is. So anything that we're doing with them kind of benefits them a lot more than it benefits us, in my opinion. And I think the fact that they've had Kenny Omega there and they've had Private Party there, like you said, that's a bonus for them. Chris Jericho will never go to Nashville and work in an empty studio in front of somebody. There's just no reason for me to do that. So, if those guys came over to invade, who are they going to, I mean, if we needed to make it.
Impact side jump over.
I told you how AEW views Impact. It's the projects.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go down there.
And
What do you gain from going down there?
And then when Jericho was saying that, I think like, is it like some like, I guess like resentment because of the Sammy Guevara thing? Like, is he like sticking up for Sammy?
That's a possibility. I will say,
Like that's a little,
yeah,
he's just adding a
Jericho,
sprinkle on.
he's loyal. He's loyal to his friends, so I could see him, sticking up for Sammy and saying,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, we're not fucking with them over there."
Oh yeah, or like they was trying to screw over my guy. You feel me? So we
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
fucking
not
with it.
trying to pay my man's.
Yeah. So Jericho did that, and I just think like a lot of people that were just like, oh, they're running an angle, let's go, or
Yeah.
like, oh, Jericho's gonna show it. It was just like, I don't know, man. That seemed very concrete that he is not going over there while there's no crowds.
Yeah,
So,
I don't blame him. I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, and also like, I don't really think that's a good look for Impact. Period. So, we've been saying for the past couple of weeks that like this partnership is kind of ridiculous and like Impact is gaining nothing from it, and this kind of just like solidified it.
Yeah, even Jericho said it. He was like, "Yo, this is what it should be. This is what it is. It's not going to be any bigger than this.
They should be bowing down to us. You feel me?
Yeah.
But earlier this week as well, Jericho showed up on the Saturday Night Main Event podcast with Dan Luvransky. I'm hoping I say that right. He had an idea for a AEW New Japan evasion angle, and I don't see how you're gonna like truly pump this off. But good luck, because borders are closed, and I think like several people on the roster just got taken off the tour for COVID COVID scare. Like Okada's like off it.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the folks in KROSS are like kind of like taking out, like Yo and Show are like off the tour as well.
Oh, were they on the Don Taku show? Yeah. I haven't watched the second night yet.
No.
Okay.
They were taking off, I believe, for this night too. Which
that's
New Japan, you're wilding for doing two with the roster you have, doing 2 nights. You're wilding.
Yeah, they did 2 nights of anything for that damn roster.
Yeah.
They got my man Tenzon dragging his. Come on, bro. Why you got Tenzon out here, man? Tenzon been wrestling since before I was born. Let him hang it up.
You feel me? But so this is what Jericho had to say. I see a great evasion angle for AEW and New Japan. I think that Tokyo Dome. I think that's Tokyo Dome. I think Jericho and Kenny, we call ourselves the Golden Jets with the Winnipeg connection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not from Winnipeg, so I don't understand what the Golden Jets is.
That's a hockey team.
That's okay. Hey man, they released one shirt, cease and desist, baby. Well, and then he goes on to say, imagine Kenny Omega and Jericho versus Tanahashi and Okada, or Ibushi and Okada. Whatever that Tokyo Dome main event, then come back to Madison Square Garden, or the Staples Center, or the Air Canada Center.
Air Canada Center?
Yeah, I like that he just threw in the Air Kennedy Center. Like that's like some big, that's like the biggest prestigious thing in the West. But
it might be out there.
I get still springing hope that like a AEW, a New Japan main eventer might show up at AEW at some point in time. But I like that in this in the full quote, if you listen to the full interview, he doesn't say that he wants those main eventers to like show up at AEW. He rather says that him and Kenny go over to New Japan instead.
Yeah.
And I think New Japan really needs that.
I do too. Also, he said Tokyo Dome. They only do Tokyo Dome once a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
By January, I'm assuming the world are probably pretty open.
Yeah.
By January 4th. So I mean, hey, it's a possibility. And you're right. I do agree. I think New Japan really needs that. They they need some kind of spark because I was planning on trying to keep up with New Japan this year, but like
oh no,
there's not much to care about.
Yeah, there's not much to care about, and I don't think that Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho will entice me enough to watch to watch New Japan. They barely do it for me to watch AEW. So like I kind of don't care. But I do think this is interesting if they can actually pull it off at some point and the dream of the Forbidden Door can finally like all come together.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if the Golden Jets ever occur. We'll see what happens. And then very silly name, but Eric Bischoff on his 84 weeks podcast, he says that AEW has too much of an indie feel, and I feel like that is something that we've been like saying for like the past couple weeks now, that it just feels like PWG.
I've been saying this since the first episode. This is just PWG on TV.
Yeah. So it is a very long quote. I won't read it all, but Eric Bischoff basically states that AEW needs a balance between like being the indie stuff. Like he says that he likes the indies, like he likes a lot of stuff on there. So like that's not a bad thing, but they need to work on characters and storytelling. And I think we we have stated that many times on the show that AEW kind of struggles with the character part.
Yeah.
Because Kenny Omega showed us what his character is currently, and it was terrible.
Dork.
Yeah, Miro came out earlier tonight, showed us what kind of character he is, and dog, somebody needs to write his promos, bro. What is it? I think the strongest characters that AEW have currently is Britt Baker, and it took a long time to get there, but I do think like that's the strongest character on the show currently. And then the quote that made me want to put this on the docket was Eric Bischoff says, "Some are way better than others. Some are spectacular. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, but for the most part, they all kind of feel the same." And yeah, like
I agree 100%. I agree.
I personally don't really feel that there's anybody I personally feel like totally connected to on AEW. But like obviously like there's people I support fully, like everybody in Death Triangle, like I support them wholeheartedly, but like AEW has truly done nothing for me to care about them. And then I wanted to care about Hangman Page so much. I really did. And then
Bro, it's hard. They haven't given us a reason to care about him at all since in months.
Oh shit! I would say in a year. I haven't cared about him since the tag match. I am not a big fan of the Kenny Omega and Hangman Page singles match. I'm not a big fan.
You wasn't a big fan? I enjoyed that. I thought it was fine. Good match.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I'll just say I'm not a big fan. I'll say that. But yeah, like it's been quite like some time since I've cared about Hangman Page, who somebody I really cared about, and like we've been singing Britt Baker's praises for fucking months now, and they're finally giving her the title match. But Eric Bischoff does make a really good point. They do need a balance. They really need to figure this out because they're like, yeah, you're new, but dog, there is so much to steal from. There is like so much old wrestling that you can steal from. Like you can steal some ECW shit. You can steal some old WWF stuff. Like there's no shame in that. It's really like originality is very hard to like come by.
Yeah, wrestling done everything. There's not much you can't.
Just start just start stealing shit.
It's okay to recycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just draw like I say steal, but I really mean just draw inspiration from like really other good characters. But that is the that's the art major in me speaking. But we'll finally transition into a really good episode of NXT from what I saw.
These four women destroying each other.
Blackheart had eyes on her partner, and that's the only thing that motivated her up.
Candice LeRae now, and now somehow Indy Hartwell has made her way back into this match. Hartwell beelining right for Ember Moon. Pretty savage elbow drop. Back in the ring. Blackheart's knees buckled. LeRae with the chair.
LeRae's the only one standing.
LeRae looking maybe for the wicked stepsister. Yes! Center of the ring.
This is it.
Blackheart could be out. The way achieves their destiny.
Here are your winners and new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae.
Human Demolition Derby tonight. But Beth, we have just crowned new champions of the women's division.
All right. So Swerve and Leon Ruff have a really good Falls Count Anywhere match. I was kind of worried about where these two guys would be if they weren't in kind of like the North American title picture, but NXT is really making it work with these two and doing some great character stuff for the both of them and get a new stable out of this. The Swerve's entourage.
we get Swerve in his weed carriers.
Yeah, the weed carriers and
my man from Most Wanted Treasure. Yeah, you know what the funny part was? They like when he popped up on the screen, like
you out your damn mind. I was just like, that's hard.
Like we're supposed to know who the fuck that guy was.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? I don't know. What's his name?
I forgot his name.
That's what I'm saying.
I am so sorry.
I don't even know his name.
To all the listeners, please don't scream at us, bro. I truly forgot his name. And you know what? The weed carrier should be anonymous.
But yeah, great match.
Yeah, I thought it was stellar. I think they're doing great stuff with Leon Ruff. I am not mad at like I guess it's a Swerve finish. I don't really know what to call it, but I like this. Like, keep the feud going, honestly. Like, if these guys aren't gonna be in the North American title picture or, you know, be in the world title picture or tag team stuff, like, just keep it going. They have really good matches, and I can see this going to like a steel cage, you know?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Oh yeah, just keep it going.
Also, I just looked it up. It's AJ Francis. He used to be in the NFL. He was actually on my Dolphins, but
that's cool.
But yeah, so
you know what? If my uncle was watching NXT, he probably would have been like, "Holy shit, it's him!"
Man, he's a nose tackle, so he had to be like a diehard fan to know who the hell this guy is.
Oh yeah.
But, no, he barely played. He had 20 total tackles his whole career. So, as of
all right, let's not read his stats because somebody could be like, "Damn, this nigga trash."
20 tackles. Hey, you know what? He was in the league for a long time, so I'm gonna let him cook.
Yeah,
but
you got your bread, bro.
You got your bread, man. But yeah, man, that's cool. I like Swerve having a little entourage. Definitely add something to his character. Get more people on TV. Where did Leon go from here? So you think they're gonna keep it going? Just keep the matchup going? Did Leon get a little squad? What's he gonna do? Team up with some guys, some underdogs?
Yeah, seriously, just keep it going. I can't think of somebody that he would like team up with right now, but I do like that Leon Ruff is like starting to get like more intense, more more fire under him. So like, just keep like. That fire had to burn more after that like loss, you know. So like, just keep it going. I'm trying. It's been a while since we've seen Tyler Rust on the show. So
yeah, I was thinking that the other day.
Maybe him, maybe Malcolm Bivens slides through and give him that. or I don't know. I was thinking Bronson Reed, but like Bronson Reed is on to bigger and better things. Like he off Swerve now.
He got a title match coming up.
Yeah. Everrise? I don't know. Everrise keeps showing.
Everrise.
Okay, but like Everrise keeps showing up on the show, and I'm just like, y'all motherfuckers gonna do something, or y'all just gonna be like very bad comic relief? Like I have not laughed at a single segment that they've done.
They are 205 live lifers. They're 205 lifers.
I didn't even know they were on 205.
Yeah, they're 205 guys. Shout out to Mansoor too for getting the Raw call up too.
Yeah. Also, he could probably tag with some. What is Akira Tozawa doing?
Yeah,
you probably team up with him or some shit. So
send Lucha House Party back down there.
Yeah, please. That was fun. But we'll see what happens with those two in the future going forward. Tommaso Ciampa and the Grizzled Young Vets also have a really nice match. I absolutely love Wade Barrett going, "Hey man, where the hell my shoe at?" And then Timothy Thatcher is beating the hell out of, I think, Zach Kissin with his shoe. I thought that was great. I thought that was fantastic.
Shit gets so intense you don't even realize your shoe came off, bro.
Yeah,
no, it's a fun match. They were hitting each other hard like we expected. Just fun match all around. I think the right people won.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we get a Thatcher Ciampa eventually getting the MSK? That could be a fun match.
Yeah, probably. Either at some point. I don't think they're gonna win, so that's where that's why I'm like, okay, where do they go after that? Like, because like you're a tag. All right, this might sound shitty, but you guys are a tag team that kind of have like no like success. You got some wins, but like, yeah, I don't want to say that, but you know, yeah, like they racking up wins, but like they're not racking up anything like truly substantial. So it's just like, what are you guys even still partners for? Just out of like mutual respect.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Y'all motherfuckers got goal aspirations and like, you know,
just some bros.
I don't know. I do think it's weird, but well, I don't think it's weird. I'm just like, where do they go after this if they don't win it? You know? That is for Matt Bloom and Road Dogg to find out.
Is Matt Bloom still creative?
I don't know, but I see.
I ain't heard that name in a long time.
Matt Bloom is a very notable face in my mind when I think about NXT. So we'll see what happens to them, and we'll see what happens with the Grizzled Young Veterans. And then what is it? Delgado Del Fantasma has a segment where he Escobar calls out Kushida, and they're gonna have a match next week. And then Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza call out MSK, and like I'm not sure if that match is happening next week, but it's gonna happen. We'll see what happens.
That's gonna be fantastic.
I don't think they're gonna run another triple threat. So.
No, but that's gonna be great, man. Legado del Fantasma they've been in their bag, man.
Hey man, it feels good to stand winners.
Yeah, they've been in their bag.
I called it, man. It was all up from there. So I think the match is gonna be really good. I don't know if it's gonna happen on the next takeover. It might just happen on like just like a random NXT during the summer. I don't excuse me. I don't know when the next takeover is. So
might be August. No,
real shit. No, August. You're wilding. What?
They'll do one. They'll do one in June. Relax. All right, they'll do one in June, and then they'll do one in August. I didn't realize.
You think they might run back the Great American Bash again? Wait, when is 4th of July? Let's look it up really fast. When is 4th of July this year? It's on a Sunday.
So
well, NXT's been doing.
They can do it on a Sunday. They can do it.
Sorry. Oh, my fault. It's processing in real time.
They can do it.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But the next big segment on the show, which I thought was really cool, we haven't seen Karrion Kross doing much, but now in one short segment, we see that it's Karrion Kross versus the world. We got Kyle O'Reilly, Finn Balor, Pete Dunne, and maybe Johnny Gargano.
Well, it's definitely it's Theory next week.
Yeah, but like, is Gargano dabbling into that picture? Not. I feel like Gargano would want to prove that the North American title means more, or like he's like a better champion rather than actually fight for that championship.
For that belt, just to see who's the best, better of the two.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think that's gonna go with that. But hey, I was fully expecting when I was watching the segment. I thought Regal was gonna come out, hit that hey, and then we're gonna run a gauntlet eliminator or like a fatal 4-way. Just usual Regal things.
Low key, I would love a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, I think this would be great.
I think that'd be fantastic.
Get
Cross,
Kyle
O'Reilly.
No. I meant for fatal 4-way for a number one contender, but a title match would be fire as well.
For the title, yeah,
that'd be heat. I would like that. I think that would all right. It sounds great, but I think then Karrion Kross will be running through his challengers too fast.
Yeah.
So there might be a swerve at some point in time, where Adam Cole gets involved and probably like fucks over Kyle O'Reilly or something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And then probably like take him out of the match or like some shit like that. Or if it is a number one contenders match and like Gargano and Theory aren't in it, it would be Adam Cole.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where Adam Cole fits in all this because clearly it doesn't seem like he's out of the main event picture.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where they're gonna go with all like what this picture is gonna like turn into because right now there's a lot of colors on the board right now, so we'll see what happens.
I got a question for you.
All right,
whose outfit was worse, Kyle O'Reilly or Karrion Kross's outfit? Who had the worst fit?
Kyle O'Reilly has a very I'll never forget when Amp said Ampavelli, shout out to Random Max podcast, where he said he dressed like Jason Mraz, and now I see that every time I look at him. Kyle O'Reilly dressed like dudes I didn't want to be around in college.
Oh my god! Now let me Google Jason Mraz.
Honestly,
he does like Jason Mraz.
I don't know. Him too. Funny thing is, I don't know what Jason Mraz looks like, but he looked like somebody that like really listens to Jason Mraz. Kyle O'Reilly's cool.
I love Kyle. That fit, man. Them fits are there's something. And
then
he like a blackjack dealer. I don't know what he wears.
tight ass vest.
Oh.
But next segment, the main event, which I thought was absolutely fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, man.
I really liked during just during the picture break, they were just like, all right, we're not gonna do anything big. So it's really just Candice LeRae setting up all the spots that they're gonna do once they come back from break. That's how it should be. God damn it. But no, I thought this match was really, really great. Really good spots. I was really like ready to see what Indy Hartwell can do in a no disqualification match because I've never seen her in one. Killed it. Absolutely, absolutely went ape shit.
Yeah, I was I knew what Shotzi, Ember, and Candice were willing to do to make this match.
Yeah, we all know what a fucking Shotzi Blackheart is willing to do to just win a match, period.
Yeah, a regular match, a regular, standard 5-minute match, she'll still try to kill herself somehow. Yeah. So, but I was very surprised by Indy. I think this was her coming out match. I mean, by far the standout spot. It's funny, like the Indy doing the springboard elbow to the outside.
He loved it.
That was fake. You know how fire that was. The fact that Shotzi Blackheart literally just jumped off a fucking platform through a table literally 30 seconds before that.
It happened like that. Like Candice LeRae was about to do something, and Yara said, I got it. Springboard, not even a wobble on the ropes.
Nope.
And just went bow. Insanity.
Savage, yes. Indy Savage.
Beautiful,
man. Man, what a
it was a really good match. I loved it.
I'm really happy for them. I'm happy for
Indy.
I'm happy for Candice. Candice definitely deserves this title reign.
Yeah, Candice LeRae deserves the title reign. Finally, she has the accolade under her belt. Indy Hartwell, like, it is really good that Candice LeRae kind of just brought somebody up with her.
Yeah,
like, this is like absolutely fantastic. We'll see what happens with Shotzi and Ember Moon going forward. Maybe a rematch, I'm unsure, but this kind of seems like the end of the feud. Because Shotzi Blackheart and Candice LeRae has been feuding for a really long time, and it's Shotzi Blackheart who ate the pin, and Candice LeRae who pinned her.
And he shot her tank shat in by Frankie Monet's dog. So I mean, is that a start of something? If that's the way you start a feud,
that is hilarious.
I'm not even mad at that. If that's the way they're gonna start the feud between Ember Moon and Frankie Monet. Your dog shit in my tank. No, that's a good reason. That's a good reason to fight somebody. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Fair. That's fair. I'd want to fight a nigga if they had dog shit in my tank.
Yeah. A very interesting way to go about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then just for quick hits, what the hell are they about to do with Crimes and Ted DiBiase, bro? Is this like just jokes for the show? Because
they don't know what they're doing.
Like, are they gonna have a match? I am enjoying the skits. I do think they're really funny. It's very Big Bang take Lil Bang.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really disrespectful where he was just like, I rented a booth, and then Ted DiBiase was like, I rented the whole spot. I thought that was insane.
No, he said he bought it. He didn't say he rented. He said he bought the spot.
Oh, okay.
Spot.
Dog, green. Very disrespectful, bro. And they didn't even give Grimes his money back for it.
They say, you got your little dog coin, but look, I got that old money. I got that money from the 80s. It's a different type of bread. You know what I mean? Different. That's what DiBiase said.
We'll see where that goes. Like right now, I am enjoying the vignettes, but
I don't know where it's going.
Yeah, Grimes is kind of just like doing shit. And honestly, I wouldn't mind, just a little 3-minute match between Ted DiBiase and Cameron Grimes. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Cameron Grimes could do something goofy.
Yeah.
He trip over himself. He's good at that kind of stuff.
Slip on some change.
Yeah, DiBiase don't have to exert any energy.
Yeah. Something light, nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing
I just think it would be fun. Sarray has a match against Zayda
Ramir.
Yeah, Zayda Ramir. I thought it was cool. They definitely let her wild out. They definitely let Ramir calm down, like cool down for her big win over Toni Storm.
Yeah.
And at the end of the match, Vic Joseph mentioned that Sarray is undefeated. And NXT, please stop.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, no, he mentioned that she has a streak going on so far. It's a small one, it's only been 2 matches.
Yeah, but say
yeah, so I was just like, calm down, and NXT just has this thing going on with Asian women and undefeated streaks, and I think we can absolutely do something different for Sarray here. Just like, we don't have to do the undefeated streak, guys.
They love doing that. They love bringing the foreign woman over, have her be undefeated.
I can't even say foreign woman. It's like it's been
Japanese woman. It's the Japanese woman.
So I'm glad they did it. They did it differently for Kairi Sane. So my fear is, not my fear, but my gripe that I have with it's not necessarily with NXT, but it's just whenever a Joshi star comes over, they always want them to mirror the Asuka template. And I'm just like, we don't have to do that. You know, we don't really have to book every every Japanese woman the same.
And they're not Oscar.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
So I remember when people were just like, Kyrie Sane is booked weird because she's not booked like Oscar, and I was just like, come on, like you don't want to you don't really want to go down this path, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with Saray. I don't right now. I don't know who she can lose to, so it is what it is. But we'll see what happens when she gets closer to the title picture, or when she's like at the top of the top of the woman food chain. Team Ninja said they wanted next.
They said they won. They said they won. No more smoke with
yeah.
With Hogan. They said we good.
Hey man. So hey man, so what are y'all gonna do about Xia Li? I don't know, I'm pussy. I'm like, what? Come on, man.
Who's that? I don't even know what that is.
You know, if she want to be possessed, then be possessed. And I was just like, damn, y'all not gonna fight for y'all friend no more? Yeah.
Nah, you know what? I respect that. You know when you get your ass whooped, you're like, you know what?
Just acknowledge it.
You got it.
I think it's funny, but I think it's funny that you're just like, yeah, you know what? She want to get possessed. Yeah, they beat her or whatever, but I want next. Like I thought that was really weird. And then Frankie Monet comes out, and I don't know if she's being genuine or she's just being really really shitty. I wonder when they're gonna let her wrestle. But
I'm sure too.
That was the rest of the segment. And then Raquel Gonzalez and Mercedes Martinez has a really good segment as well. You can see it on YouTube. I think it's really nice. And then they'll be having a title match next week. And then we mentioned it earlier that Theory was involved with KROSS, and they'll be having a match next week as well. I think that's going to end in a DQ. Johnny Gargano is going to get involved. That is about it. Is there anything on NXT that I missed? On the top of your head? I didn't watch it live. So.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't think any. I think we got everything we want that was really of importance. We still haven't heard from Roderick Strong yet, so I don't know what's up with that.
Hey man, I told you. I think it was a soft retirement.
That's crazy.
I'm in tears. Like since that moment, and then they haven't talked about Roddy at all during the Undisputed Era stuff, or like with Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. So if that's the current call for him, I'm just very sad to see Roderick Strong go. Hopefully he could come back in the future. I'm scared. I hope it's not a soft retirement.
Well, all right. So he did post a picture just not too long ago on Twitter, like he just got done working out. So,
stay strong, man. Roderick Strong. If you ever hear this, we love you, bro. But yeah, that is it for NXT. Let's get into AEW's Blood and Guts. This should be a really fun discussion.
Guevara just said it. We surrender. The Inner Circle has surrendered. They saved Jericho. Good God. Thank God. They had to do it, guys.
There's no doubt about that. Absolutely no choice. The Pinnacle.
Wow, they win it, man.
They have won Blood and Guts.
I asked you at the top of the show earlier, but how'd you feel about this episode of AEW?
It was a one-match show.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. You want to talk about the match right now?
Oh, you just want to get straight into it?
I think we can.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, go ahead. This is the second time. Look, I want to preface this by saying I liked the Blood and Guts match. I enjoyed it. However, this AEW needs to figure out how to make their quote unquote dangerous spots not look so shitty. This is the second time in a row where the big spot at the end didn't deliver. And it kind of just deletes all the work that those guys put in.
All the blood.
All the blood they shed. But it doesn't matter because you're only going to remember the end of the match. This is the second time they've done it.
Also, a lot of the match was in picture-in-picture.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Can y'all please fight for an ad-free main event?
Please.
Like,
or just don't do that on Dynamite. Do that on pay-per-view.
Yeah, which absolutely what they should have done.
That was killing my vibe. I said that on Twitter. Like that, like the commercials were just killing the vibe. Killing
like
the vibe.
When NXT didn't do the ad free for the final beat, I was just like, hey man, these niggas fighting for a really long time. And as soon as I hear that Frank Thomas commercial, and shit, I'm out of it, bro. I'm thinking about
it took me out of it.
I'm thinking about how dick pills are really being slain on public television, bro. But like they really slick about not saying it.
Yeah. But besides that, I will say the match was good. The crowd was hot.
The crowd, dog.
That was nice. AEW needed that.
Yeah, the crowd was on fire. Like even for after the second commercial break, they were like dying out a bit, but like once like they climbed back onto the top of the cage, the crowd was like right back in it. There was really nice spots in there. I like Sammy Guevara's Spanish Fly with Sean Spears.
Yeah, it was fun. Dax bleeding early. I thought MJF was going to be the guy that was going to do the most bleeding. I wasn't suspecting Dax to be the guy, but
it's kind of crazy. And then like, dog, what the fuck is up with the camera work? Because whenever somebody is literally reaching for their blade, the camera's just like,
did they catch it every time?
Yeah, the camera's just like, hey yo, look at that.
Well, if we're gonna talk about bad camera work, also they literally like showed Jericho telling MJF to push him off the fucking cage at the end too. Like they showed, like they literally like closed in on Jericho speaking.
Mm-hmm. It was so ridiculous.
But how did you feel about the finish?
I would have did it differently, honestly. Like instead of having Jericho kind of like visible, I definitely would have like had him crash into the abyss, like go under the stage.
Yeah.
And so you couldn't see the obvious wooden steel pan or like, you know, the cardboard that is painted steel.
Yeah.
And the big ass you know, cushion at the bottom, you know.
Did you see the tweet Shotzi Blackheart posted?
Yes, that was very funny. And honestly, guys, if you're upset about it, come on, man. We all thought it wasn't that great looking. And also, I don't think you want to try Shotzi Blackheart like that. She would have died. She would have died for it.
She would have died for that shit. But that's my problem. I feel like they don't. Either they got to angle the camera angle better, or they got to go. Fall through the stage. Don't. Yeah. Like he's falling back on his bed. That's what it looked like. It looked fun. I would have did that. It looked like a good time.
Like dropping him into a bounce house.
A foam pit.
Yeah, I definitely would have you know, made sure he like crashed under the ring and like I guess not pile the cushion so high up. I don't know.
Yeah, some smoke.
Yeah, like when Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole like crashed through the stage at the most recent takeover. And the Pinnacle wins, so that's good. I'm curious to see where they go moving forward. I'm curious to see where the Inner Circle goes moving forward. I thought the Inner Circle was looking like bitches when they was crying over Jericho while MJF was just up there smiling.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of y'all ain't get tossed, bro. Hawk 'em, bro.
Right?
Eye for an eye.
The bell rung, it's over.
Right. The bell rung. Y'all clearly forfeited, and he still threw him off. Fuck it, Hawk 'em. Right. But the match was cool. Like the match was cool. I saw comparisons to the other War Games matches, how AEW's felt more like a brawl, and that's fine. That's cool.
That's fair. I agree with that. Yeah, it definitely felt more like an old school, November WCW type of deal.
Yeah, because I feel like there wasn't wrestling in there after a certain point. Like
they were just slugging it out. Shout out to Ortiz for pulling out the forks a la Homicide back in the day.
Hard.
That was hard.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Also one thing before we get off this. So about the finishes, you know, how they always they don't really like deliver, I guess. But AEW, they bleed, they curse, they do unprotected chair shots, but whenever it comes to like, to do the dangerous thing for like the big shot or like the big moment, it always like falls flat, and I'm just like,
yeah, it just falls
like,
flat.
come
It's
on,
like,
what's going on here?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, right.
I
And
was into it. They had me in it, man, and then they were just like,
I was really in it. I like war games.
yeah.
So I thought it was fine. And so now we have to talk about the rest of the show. And I thought this show was like, honestly, outside of that, I thought the show was terrible.
You low key. I think they would have been better off. They just did an hour's worth of promos and shit, and just kind of
hour worth of promos from these wrestlers,
not like video packages, like video packages and shit or something.
Oh,
like,
absolutely. I think
the
only good video package that came out this was the War Game. War Games. The Blood and Guts and the Yuji Nagata and Moxley thing. I thought that was really cool.
Nice. That was good. That
was it. All the other promos, terrible.
Yeah. You want to talk about Kenny?
Okay. Yeah.
We might as well just.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna blitz through the match because I thought the match was terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't like, is Eddie Kingston? Well, we know who the number one contender is or who's going to be facing him. So like, why the fuck are we even doing this match? And also, it's supposed to be Kenny and Moxley having this blood feud. How come they never were like in the ring together?
They want to save it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're saving because they already had the barbed wire match. So I don't.
What the fuck has been this whole thing going on for all these ramming into trucks, choking out his friend? Like, what is this bullshit if they're not even gonna like have the rematch?
Yeah. If I almost feel like they're transitioning to Moxley and Kingston versus the Bucks
for fucking what?
I don't know. Moxley to have a title match.
Like what is this shit? Like, you had these guys like literally feud for like a month and some change after Revolution, and then you're not even gonna do the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
You've been hogging up the fucking like the title picture for what? We have the rankings, so we had a number one contender for a really long time. Moxley did not need to be doing the shit that he was doing. Yeah. Teaming with the Bucks, teaming with Death Triangle. The fuck was all that shit for?
Gotta get Moxley on TV.
But we could easily get him on TV in a different capacity. Like, he literally does not need to be around Kenny Omega.
He doesn't. I agree.
Also, yeah, like, they don't have any chemistry. Like, they're terrible with it. Like, they can't, like, they don't mesh well. So, like, he could have, like, been wrestling like Scorpio Sky, I guess, or, Pentagon Jr. maybe. Literally anything fucking else.
Yeah.
So Kenny Omega abandons his friend, and then his friend comes out later to no-sell it. Like, he didn't just got beaten up earlier carrying Kenny Omega's belts. Kenny Omega has a segment with Tony Schiavone, and Tony Schiavone announced that there's going to be a number one contenders match with Pac and Orange Cassidy. I don't know how the fuck Orange Cassidy got into this number one contender spot.
You know the funny part about the Orange Cassidy thing is too, like the matches he's been having on Dark, because I watch Dark because I'm dedicated. The matches he's having on Dark have been just straight up squashes. Like, they've been like 30-second matches, which makes it even funnier. like it's just like
he's truly been doing nothing on Dynamite.
Yeah.
And Pac has been not around for a couple weeks now, and you literally just had Ricky Starks and Hangman Page fighting, mentioning that they're both top of the rankings right now. And then you knock Hangman Page off for some reason so you can have this match. Granted, Kenny Omega and Pac have, had a really good match before, but I don't see Pac taking it here. And I sure as fuck don't see Orange Cassidy taking it here.
Also, Pac and Orange Cassidy had a good match.
Yeah.
Obviously, a breakout match at Revolution, 2 years ago? Has it been 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. But I don't know which match. I mean, I think I would rather see Kenny versus Pac, but the way that promo came out, I don't know. Are they trying to do Orange Cassidy versus?
They made Orange Cassidy try to seem like the ultimate underdog, and Kenny Omega was doing a very bad promo to do so. But I understand what they were trying to do.
Yeah. Just rambling.
I don't. Yeah, literally just rambling. Like, please get a writer.
Something.
So, if Orange, all right.
You were speechless.
Because I'm just like, all right, are you really gonna have Pac lose to Orange Cassidy so you can run this match? This supposed dream, like, yeah, I know this is a dream match for some fucking people, but like Orange Cassidy is not taking this. Like, it's more believable if Pac wins this match.
I think he should. I think Pac should be champ, if not Rey Fenix.
Exactly. And even if Pac wins this match, I'm very skeptical of him winning the title with the way that this whole fucking boys club at the top shit is going.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the fuck happens. All Ego, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky beat the shit out of our Darby Allin. And then Miro gets a title shot for next week. Darby Allin looks like he is really hurt while he's crying in the picture-in-picture break.
Why did they picture that?
Yeah, I don't get why you would picture Darby Allin literally just like Yamcha'd at the end of the stairs. Like, dog, I'm telling you, like, these motherfuckers not thinking all the way, bruh.
Yeah.
Why would you waste your picture-in-picture break on that? Dog, full screen the Domino's commercial for me, bruh. Fuck it. So Darby Allin started crying, so I think he might be shoot injured. Also, All Ego Ethan Page.
You think he's shoot injured?
Yes. Yeah, I think he might be. So
he went down upstairs pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Also, Ethan Page talking about how he like injured Darby Allin multiple times. To me, that just screamed like, "Damn, dog, you pretty unsafe."
Yeah, well, I can't even put it on him because it seems like Darby just. I don't even know if Darby's unsafe. He just doesn't care. I don't know.
He gonna care. Bro. He gonna care now that he re-aggravated that fucking metal in his elbow that Page was talking about. And so we'll see what happens there. And then later on tonight, Miro comes out, also cuts a terrible promo.
Yeah.
That he is going to be facing Darby Allin next week, and if he doesn't show up, he'll forfeit, and then we'll have to relinquish the title. Just seems insanely rushed to me, and it seems like Miro is getting the change of plans title reign. Because how the hell you have the two guys that threw him off the stairs not get that title match?
Yeah,
it really it seems like they're just zooming forward. Also, I think it's really stupid that like they're not getting that title match.
Well, I hope Darby's okay.
Shit, he didn't look okay. So speedy recovery to Darby Allin. We'll see if the injury report comes out because AEW likes to lie about people being injured, so or like to be very secretive about it. We'll see what happens. A match you could not pay me to care about: QT Marshall versus Cody. How'd you feel about it?
After the first commercial break, I asked, "Why is this match still going on? What are we doing?" I don't care,
motherfucker. I was frying up that olive oil in the pan.
What'd you make?
I was making some pasta, and then I heard Cody got the figure 4. Oh, QT Marshall tabs. I said, "Dog, are y'all niggas stupid? Are you dumb or are you stupid, man?" Like,
yeah.
And then this fucking faction that is now ran by a loser. You want me to believe that Anthony Ogogo is going to bring it to Cody with none of the wrestling experience that QT Marshall apparently has?
Come
on, man. What are y'all doing?
Hey, can they just stop that dumb stipulation with Cody? Just put him in the title picture, man. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't want Cody in the title picture, but him really just slumming it up with these these assholes. Yeah. And not putting them over.
Yeah.
Is like the dumbest shit to me. Like this is the meme that's been going around for a really long time that Cody just wants to be Triple H. This is peak version of that.
This is 2003 Triple H for sure.
Like that is insane. I don't know how you think this looks smart. Like I would at least take in the QT Marshall cheat win.
Yeah.
But I guess AEW has too much pride to do that. Because since they do fucking beat down angles every fucking week, like
they did 2 in a row this week.
Yeah, it really was 2 in a row.
They went 2 right in a row.
This truly doesn't make sense to me, man. Like this is you could not pay me to care about either of these factions, and now I really don't care about the QT Marshall faction. Moving on. SCU wins the Fatal 4-Way. They're gonna have a match with the Bucks. I don't think they're gonna win.
No, it's the end of SCU.
Well,
that's a good run.
Yeah, sad to see him go in this capacity versus the Bucks. With the way that the Bucks are currently, I wouldn't want to lose to these guys.
Yeah, I will say it'll probably be a good match. These guys have history. I mean, they've wrestled each other. They probably wrestled each other 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a ladder match, so
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna bang like that ROH match. So it is what it is. I feel like fucking Frank Kazarian is probably gonna get injured in some capacity. We'll see what happens.
You think you think this is like a
last hurrah?
Yeah, I think this is it. He's been wrestling for a long time.
Yeah, probably.
Both of them. These guys, this man, Christopher Daniels wrestled in WWF Jacked in '98.
He's been with it forever, man. So, hey, man, if you, it's been a hell of a career. So I wouldn't blame him if he wanted to stop.
Yeah, do a little producer job.
Yeah, you think
a lot of experience. You can help a lot of these young dudes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got their title reign. Well, Kazarian did at least.
Yeah.
They got their tag title reign. So yeah,
it's cool.
Congrats, guys! Y'all worked hard.
Yeah,
enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us retiring them already.
It's for the best. So quick hits. Britt Baker wrestles a middle schooler, Julia Hart. That's how she's going to build momentum going into Double or Nothing against Hikaru Shida.
Where is Hikaru Shida? I don't think she's been on TV in like 3 weeks.
Well, Mr. Dedicated to the podcast, is she on Dark?
She might have been.
Is she on Elevation?
She might have been. I didn't watch Elevation this week.
Mr. Dedicated.
I couldn't even tell you.
Well, that is it for AEW. We got a couple matches next week. We have Orange Cassidy versus Pac. Should be good. Jon Moxley versus Yuji Nagata. I'm not too excited about that, but it's happening. That is it. We'll see what happens next week and see how these shows go moving forward. I can't say I am too excited. Well, with Darby Allin possibly being injured, a lot of my interest in AEW now has really shot to the floor.
Well, hold on, Cyrus.
What happened?
Have you heard the news?
What happened?
The American Dragon. He's a free man.
Oh, nigga, please.
He's a free man. Wait. All right, let's just fantasy book here. If Brian decides he wants to be all elite, what do you do with him? Right to the title picture?
Not what the fuck they've been doing with the shit going right now.
You wouldn't want to see Kenny Bryan?
No. Because Kenny Omega clearly lost a step. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, I would have said, yeah. I'm not content with the shit that I've been seeing from Kenny, and he has not proved to me otherwise. So I don't like any dream matches that I had previously. I don't want it anymore. That's how I feel. Until he could truly prove that he is the man that he says he is the best bout machine. Ain't doing it for me, boss. So maybe with Orange Cassidy or Pac at Double or Nothing, he could really show me something. But I'm not seeing it. If anything, if Daniel Bryan would show up, I would say make him the face of TNT.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because that's kind of cool. That's a lot cooler than being AEW champion.
Yo, low key, TNT title might be more way cooler than like that's how much of a dork Kenny's made the title like.
And like Darby Allin has cooled down significantly, but like that shit is still like he's still way cooler than
he's
Kenny
still
Omega.
the cool. He's by far the coolest guy on the roster.
Yeah. So
by far.
Yeah, make him the face of TNT. You could run Miro versus Daniel Bryan. I definitely think that Miro's gonna win next week.
Yeah.
So you run Miro and Bryan, and then just let him be the face. And I think that the number one contenders matches with him would be a lot more interesting than fucking Christian. Sorry, Christian.
Oh, you shout out to that little video package with Taz. That was actually kind of funny. I thought that was funny.
It was very funny, but I was just like, but didn't you want this nigga on your team like a couple weeks ago?
That's like that's like when you like you try to DM a girl and she ain't really hit you back. You like,
damn bitch, you ugly.
You weren't even all that anyway. Your hair fake. Look at him.
The toxic 2010 energy.
Yeah, man. That's all that was.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too. But I don't think Daniel Bryan is gonna show up. I think he's just gonna renegotiate his contract to just have less dates.
Yeah, no, he's definitely gonna be on the Cena schedule.
Yeah, dog. You remember when it was just like, oh man, he's a free agent. He just signed to CMLL. He just signed to New Japan, and then he re-signed with the WWE, and everybody was like, man, fuck Daniel Bryan, man. Come on, man. You don't want to wrestle, goddamn.
Yeah, think about this.
Evil.
Put it this way: if Andrade was getting $3 million, whatever the hell he's making, just imagine what Bryan's getting from WWE. He's not going nowhere. I keep telling people that Bryan's a lifer, bro. He's not going.
Come on, man. He has a child to think about.
He got family.
Bro. Yeah, he's not a mark anymore.
His wife is affiliated with the company. Mm-hmm. Like he's been like obviously him and Vince. I'm assuming him and Vince have a strong relationship. Like I don't think he's going anywhere.
As an adult, you just have to make adult decisions.
Yeah, man. So. He's been wrestling for a long time. Just let him just chill out. Yeah. Let him do goofy shit with Otis or something. I don't know.
he had enough of that, and then was just like, I deserve to be at the main event of WrestleMania. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that is it from us. You can follow the A Show Network at the A Show RNC. You can subscribe to us on Patreon at the A Show RNC. With the Patreon, obviously, you get shout outs, you get exclusive Patreon content like spot callers and some other content that we'll be releasing later on this week with Dion and I believe Chan from the Rewriters Room. They'll be talking about a documentary. I forgot which one, and I don't have Discord open, so I can't check. But they'll be releasing some content as well. You can follow me, Cyrus, at H_visibility. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. And now we're gonna enter the Patreon discussion. It's a big one. You don't want to miss it. I think this will be a very interesting one since this is really my first time watching this sort of thing. So just swing through the Patreon, spend $5, and then find out what it's all about. Till next week. See ya.